Hey guys, it's always such a joy to come your way, and this is Matthew with Feed the Generations. And today I want to take you through some few things that is happening here. I want to take you through the stages of the life cycle of a seed transforming from seed into seedling before it being transplanted into the actual field. So today I want to share with you what it looks like for an African or a Ghanaian to start seedlings. Normally people use shade cloth and so many other things, but we here in Ghana, we are not very privileged to have some of those things, but we are so blessed to have some other mechanisms that we use to um, grow our crops. And by the way, these are all self-sustaining mechanisms. We use locally made tools, we use locally invented mechanisms to start our seedlings. So when you look down here, you see that we've covered the floor. It's more like a mulch, and what is under it, we have seeds that have been nursed under it, and this is more like a stage one of the life cycle of the plant. So once you prepare your bed, you nurse the seeds, and then you mulch it up as you water it. So that is the stage one. Stage two, what you normally have is this. So as the plants germinate, as they sprout, you would have something like this. And this is when you would want to remove the mulch from it. You remove all the mulch from it so that the plant can continue its life cycle. Now remember, the plant in itself, the plant in itself are very fragile, and so when they are in this stage, you still want to be able to provide a mulch so that they can continue their growth process. You don't want them to go through shock, so you remove all the covers from it. When you remove it, what we are going to be doing is we are going to lift it up. This is stage three. You lift the mulch up, and then you still provide a shade for your plants. So when you look down here, you could see right under it, there are seedlings all over through the side, and that is stage one, stage two, stage three. So after lifting it, you still want to provide that mechanism for the plants to continue to grow, and you create an atmosphere that is very conducive for the plant. So when you look way down there, you can see how the seedlings are doing. You can see all the way through, and you have your seedlings available. And the stage three, this is stage three. You come to stage four, and you continue to reduce the amount of sunlight. You continue to reduce the amount of sunlight that goes through. If you look back there, you realize that there are more coverings on top. But when you look down here, you could see that it has been reduced. So progressively, we reduce the amount of sunlight that goes into it. Over there, there is a greater amount of sunlight that has been resisted. But down here, we have actually like increased the amount of sunlight that comes into it. And what that does is it's preparing the seedlings for it to be ready to be transplanted. Before the seedling is transplanted, we are going to be removing it, all the shade from it, and then it's exposed to the sunlight because it is eventually going to be transplanted, and it's not going to have any source of shade cloth over it because this is not like a mechanized farming whereby it's like a greenhouse. So that is basically stage four. And then stage five, what you do is you remove the shade cloth, or you remove your mulch, and then you have something like this. You have something like this. So like I said, progressively we have removed the shade cloth for these very plants, and you can see how they are doing. They are really adjusting into the environment, and this is more like a final stage for which the plants reach, and then they are transplanted into the field. So this is just a tip on how you can start your seedling progressively from one stage to the other until you finally transplant them into the field. So this is basically it. Sustainable gardening is possible, and we at Feed the Generations, we want to strive to provide people with both insight on how to grow their own food crops to be sustainable and share the love of Christ with them as well. God bless.